Guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're gonna build a background in the adventure level that we created. So far we created the main houses that are gonna be placed around, and we've also created a few props that are gonna be pasted around a bit, make the place look a bit nicer. But off screen, I actually made the concept level that kind of shows what I was visioning when I was visioning for the intro of the level and the main gameplay as well. So a lot of cool stuff has happened already. So I'm pretty happy with how everything is looking so far. So in terms of the foreground, it's literally just gonna be it's just gonna be like some dark houses in front of the face. And in terms of the background, it's just gonna be like the same houses. Or I could make a few different variations just for the background. That's gonna be a bit more darker, and they also have to be locked to the player's x-axis and have to portray the parallax effect. The only problem with that is that in platform mode it's kind of a bit difficult to achieve that, at least for me, because I don't really understand some of the triggers. So what I might do first actually is create a new level and just experiment a bit, so when I actually start doing it in the main level, I don't ruin things. Okay, so I'm just gonna call this test because I'm terrible with names. Okay, let's practice the parallax effect. So we're obviously gonna be on platformer mode. So what I'm gonna do is create a few houses that are in front. So these are gonna be the front houses. So what I'll do is I'll just copy paste them a few times. Now that I have the houses, I'll put it on a new editor layer just to be more organized. Give each a group and change the color to something a bit more house looking. I'll just change the background because it's really annoying me. I'm also gonna change the song because the guidelines are really distracting me right now. So I'm gonna go to a new editor layer here, and what I'm gonna do is create a new house. This house is gonna go to a new group, and it's gonna have a new color, which is just gonna be copying the color of channel 2 but slightly darker. I'll also make it Z order -8, so it's behind the houses in group 2. So we can copy paste these around. This is how they look. Okay, so we have our background houses here, but I don't actually know how to make the parallax thing. Surely there's something here, like move trigger? I don't even know. Okay, so if we lock to camera and then just make it like really long and give it to group 2. Oh, okay. Oh, so that already added a parallax effect on its own. If I make this like 100, maybe it's a bit too fast though. So how do I slow it down? Maybe we can move this down a bit. Yeah, that does it. Oh my gosh, I am learning so much. We got the background to do what it needs to do. For the foreground though, actually maybe the parallax for the foreground won't be too bad, because all I'd have to do is just like make a few stuff like this, make it a new group, also make it in front of everything, so like maybe like Z layer T3 or T2, and then just make it completely black. It already has a new group, so I can just copy this around. I'll add a bit of variation by making some a bit longer, then we can copy them up just so it's in the camera. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. Okay, so we have our concept, so I guess now we have to try adding that into the actual level. Okay, so I think I'm gonna need a few things. I'll use one house as an example. So I'll just copy paste this, and I'll give it a group ID of 2. So I'll make it slightly smaller than the previous one. If I just change the editor layer, am I gonna ruin everything? It's behind the house, that's what I wanted. Because on its own, like, it's just in the house, so it can't be a background. Okay, let's work on this a bit. So we want to bring everything down to B layer. So I'll just start with what I can. Okay, so we got everything pretty much separated. Okay, so let's think about this. Okay, the roof is the furthest thing in front. Let's go all the way to B4. Okay, so the background house is done. Now for the moment of truth. Yes. Oh my gosh, the house is behind the house. Masterpiece. Look at it. Amazing. Okay, just to sort layering errors, I'm gonna have to like put some kind of thing on top that darkens it a bit. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so we got one house done. This took so long. I don't know how I'm gonna do the rest. Okay, but I think for now, let me just delete this. I'll just try the thing that we did. So group 2, follow camera, slightly offset, and let's do that for ever. See how it looks. Yo! Bro, not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing for the background. In terms of how big I want this village to be, I still have a lot of tinkering to do. I should put these props on their own layer. I'll also put the houses on their own editor layer. Look, I didn't even include the... Perfect! I am really happy with how things are looking. Like, look at this. Okay, but I guess I have to make a few more of these background element. It's gonna be painful but worth it though, because it looks so cool. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for now. This one house took so long. Like, the video is probably so short, but like it actually took like one whole hour just to make this house. So what I'll do is I'll probably make a few off camera, then maybe in the next video we can complete making them, complete the parallax effect and do the foreground, because I think the foreground is gonna be a lot easier because I have an idea of what we can do for the foreground. And then after that we'll probably just work on the ground elements, spruce it up a bit, and then we can start working on the intro. But anyways, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.